But the second of tonight's triple main event officially underway. Scott, let me take you through Marcus Mathers' path since American Rana, victorious against Masha Slamovich. 2 days later, defeated the Megasis, Megan Bain. Came up short against Cruel, snuffed out in a matter of minutes. Then finds himself in a six-man elimination match, originally to challenge Big Bacon, Brad Hollister, for the Wrestling Open title. Brad Hollister no longer in the mix, and therefore the IWTV officials awarding an opportunity against Cruel. Marcus Mathers wins that match in tropical storm conditions outside in the rain, pouring 40-mile-per-hour gusts of wind. Marcus Mathers is the best man that day. The very next day, he somehow manages to survive Slade, and then the most recent match that he's had here in Beyond Wrestling, going up against 6.5 feet tall, another competitor in WWE ID, Bryce Donovan, who was scouted at Wrestling Open. Marcus Mathers, somebody who's competed regularly for Wrestling Open and Beyond Wrestling. Marcus Mathers defeated Bryce Donovan, somebody who was similarly sized to Cruel. But this is his final stop before Heavy Lies the Crown, and he wants to defeat one of the most decorated independent wrestling world champions that we've ever seen in Hot Sauce Tracy Williams.
You have to wonder if that loss to Cruel, that might have been the best thing for Marcus. That list you just rolled off, that is incredibly impressive. All of those people that he was able to beat. And now, like you said, this is his final stop before Heavy Lies the Crown. That fans bring the weapons match. Tracy Williams, right now, he is in complete control. And Tracy, you know he's not going to let any of this hype really get into his head. He knows how fast Marcus is. He's gonna slow things down and just lays out Marcus with that shoulder tackle.
And again, look, no bones about it. Obviously, not much of a mystery. I'm not the matchmaker at Wrestling Open. We have the officials take care of that. I am the matchmaker here for the Beyond Wrestling Super Shows. And I asked Marcus, who do you want to wrestle? Who do you want to wrestle? You got Cruel coming up. And he said the biggest possible test he could have is Tracy Williams. So Marcus picked this match. He picked this opponent. Now, the timing, the fact that he was awarded that WWE ID prospect deal last night at SmackDown, that's just kismet.
And now,
but you got to think more people than ever before are watching this match, finding out about Marcus Mathers for the first time. This is Marcus Mathers' first chance to prove himself for a mainstream audience. This is bigger than independent wrestling right now.
it is, and like we said, Marcus is still. He's very, very young, even though he's had a lot of years wrestling just as, oh my Lord.
He might not have too many ahead of him.
Oh my Lord.
You can't get out of attacks like that.
Just, in actual real life, he's still a very young individual. So having this gigantic opportunity given, I shouldn't say given to him, awarded to him, this WWE ID awarded to him. Now, like you said, the very next day he has to wrestle a guy like Tracy Williams. That's got to mess with your head at least a little bit.
Sounds like gunshots in the streets of Boston. We're not in the combat zone. We're at Beyond Wrestling at Sonia.
Marcus flying in with that forearm. A very nice shotgun dropkick, nips up. Phillies obviously didn't get it done for him this year.
Well, we might see the championship brought back to Philadelphia if Marcus Mathers can wrestle it away from Cruel. Heavy Lies the Crown, 2024, Tuesday, December 31st, White Eagle, Worcester, Massachusetts. Fans bring the weapons match.
And that's obviously the X factor, because in a one-on-one match, even with the role that Marcus is on, he still might not be able to beat Cruel, but it's fans bring the weapons. Who knows what the hell these people are going to bring? He could find something that could completely incapacitate Cruel.
Sure, and Marcus Mathers is not completely unfamiliar with that situation either. Let's not forget he cut his teeth training under Matt Tremont at age 12. Oh, shit. There's a gap between the ring and the stage. You can't put the post any closer than that.
Ref, he's got to keep Tracy away here.
Come on, Tracy. He could have just tore his groin. He could have tore his knee. He could have dislocated his hip. The referee's trying to preserve Marcus Mathers.
Bill might have to call this off.
And Tracy only just stomped him right in the leg.
He seriously has to consider calling this off. I know Marcus wouldn't want him to, but like we said, this kid has a huge future ahead of him. This could be bad.
Yeah, I mean, and never mind WWE, never mind getting a Heavy Lies to the Crown. Right now, Marcus Mathers has to be in survival mode.
And having a limb hurt this early on in the match against a guy like Tracy Williams, this is
That was bad. Did you hear that? That was bad. That was a bad landing. That is.
I couldn't tell if he slipped off the apron or if the leg just went right down.
You know what? The way that the ring skirts are dressed around the four sides of the ring, sometimes that material, you think you're on even footing and it slips out right from underneath you. Sometimes you spill to the floor, but his leg got trapped because it's such a small and awkward gap.
Yeah, and under normal circumstances, you might have just, fallen onto the floor, which obviously still would have hurt.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
Tracy goes to the throat. But yeah, but such an awkward landing, his leg trapped.
In the previous match, we saw that maneuver from Brick City, the wishbone, which could tear your groin because your legs are being put in opposite directions.
Yes.
That's kind of what Marcus Mathers' momentum did to him right there. One leg caught on top of the ring, the other one caught beneath. That's, I don't know. I can't believe the kid's still got fighting him.
Tracy Williams just salivating. I'm sure he has a million ideas running through his head on how he can inflict more punishment on Marcus Mathers and how he can pick up this win and make his own statement.
I can't believe what we've seen so far. The return of Nick Gage. To Beyond Wrestling.
This has been such a crazy card. I already forgot about that. That was a gigantic moment. A huge. Drew Gulak obviously just ran out of here as fast as he could. Nick Gage back in Beyond Wrestling. Now, Marcus Mathers in peril here. Tracy Williams is bad-mouthing ref Bill.
And the third match in tonight's triple main event still to come. Becca, more than a one-year absence from professional wrestling. She's finally free. She's going to be teaming with her gay best friend, evil gay Aaron Rourke, although I think they're married
now. Possibly husband.
I don't know. Real-life couple, real-life husband and wife, Gabby Forza and Bulk Bronson.
Yeah, and what a fitting venue for the pop star to return. Sonia, formerly, we're going to show our age, we know it as TT the Bears. A lot of fantastic concerts here over the past decades, but let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Tracy Williams just putting the hurt on Marcus Mathers after that horrible spill and having his leg trapped in between the ring and the stage.
Yeah, some of the notable bands that have played TT the Bears over the years, the same space that we're in right now. Have you ever heard of the Pixies? How about the Mighty Mighty Boston, the Dropkick Murphys, Arcade Fire, Dinosaur Jr., the Shins, Letters to Cleo, Nelly Furtado, the Indigo Girls. How about the Smashing Pumpkins? Like, Billy Corgan's been in this room before. He didn't bring the NWA here today. We brought Beyond Wrestling,
I remember seeing the Explosion here when I was in college, and it was one of the best live shows I've ever seen.
Scott, they didn't make the list.
They didn't.
And unfortunately, neither did DJ Duck Pound, who's who I saw here. But nevertheless, serious matter at hand, Marcus Mathers just driven down, and you saw the way that Hot Sauce Tracy Williams cradled the leg and continues to do so to that injured leg.
I don't know if you picked up on that, he even tweaked the knee in the pin. He had the leg hooked, he tweaked the knee as he was pinning the man.
Yeah, he can dissect you. He's surgical. Tracy Williams is, he's a veteran now. He's somebody that's been around the game for a significant period of time.
And he's also deceptively big as well. It might not seem like that maybe on the stream if you've never seen him live. He's also a very large individual.
Dude, literally, I was like, well, you're in your 30s, so I know you didn't have like a puberty growth spurt. I saw him today, and I was like, damn, this guy is towering over me. Like, Tracy Williams is well over 6 feet tall. But Marcus Mathers, even what he's given up in size, look at him standing toe-to-toe, the way that he's leaning into these strikes. He's got Hot Sauce on the ropes, or so Hot Sauce made him think.
And you mentioned Marcus training under Matt Tremont. Tremont instilling that toughness into his students. And Marcus is going to have to use every bit of it tonight in this situation. Tracy Williams stalking now. Stalking Marcus Mathers. Horrible sounding kick to the back. He's really laying it in on Marcus Mathers. It's only a matter of time before he goes back to the knee. Let's see now. And he's even trying to work over the hamstring a little bit, trying to knot up the muscle. But look at Marcus getting back to his feet. Oh, thunderous chop. Don't let Marcus start rolling because he can start putting moves together.
Look at that, though, the full Nelson. What's Marcus going to be able to do from here? You see him using his left hand to try and stabilize that injured left leg.
Flips out.
Typically, he'd land on his feet, though. typically he'd land on his feet.
But that might have benefited him because
I don't think so. I don't think so because he finds himself in the exact same position. I don't know if it was an injury to the knee, the hip, but the quad. Look at just like that, going to launch off that second rope. I mean, the muscles in your thigh, that's the largest muscle group in the human body. So when it hurts, it's radiating pain.
And Ref Bill, he's one of the best in the business at making sure a wrestler can continue. Marcus not giving up quite yet, but if even if he just had that bad spill, he'd be in trouble. But for the past, 5-6 minutes, Tracy Williams has just been relentless.
Who's to say he doesn't have a tear in his quadricep or his hamstring? I'm not a doctor, but all I know is that was a bad landing, and before my very eyes, Marcus Mathers is somehow still in this fight.
He hit a great shot to the back of the head there. Look at the power from Marcus.
Philly's finest right there. German suplex. I don't know if he would have been able to hold on to the bridge with that damaged left wheel. He got a lot of impact on that.
And if nothing else, now it's just giving him a few, precious seconds to try and recover. But, I'm sure he's running on just pure adrenaline at this point. If that adrenaline runs out, what's he going to do?
It seems that he keeps favoring the back of his thigh. That's what it seems like it keeps coming back to.
Yeah, so maybe it wasn't the knee, but either way, he's in a lot of pain.
A little bit of do-si-do action, and that time Marcus was able to hit it.
Because Tracy was actually a little closer that time. He didn't have to jump as much.
And this is those combinations I was talking about. The Blue Thunder Bomb. The only drawback of that maneuver is the position you have your opponent in. It's tough for you to reach your own legs to keep their shoulders down that sit-out position. I don't know if Marcus would have been able to reach otherwise, but certainly not with that bad leg.
Yeah, he actually, that time, his right foot was trapped under Tracy, so it had to be a split second for him to remove the leg, and he actually reached over with his arm to try and keep Tracy's shoulders down.
Very astute observation. Of course, you get to see things that nobody else sees typically when you're refereeing the matches. I love the perspective that you've been able to provide today on commentary. As Marcus was looking for a schoolboy, instead, maybe getting a little too sure of himself, he tipped up. That time, he collapsed in the corner, and here comes the onslaught.
Oh, hard shot, and again, not a lot of real estate up there.
Wow! Ripped him off that top rope.
Another kick out by Marcus. Now he's favoring his back after that huge suplex off the top. So
high angle half hatch suplex. Had the face lock as well as the half butterfly.
Tracy, he definitely took a shot or two because he's trying to shake the cobwebs loose. Marks, he has, to his credit, he's landed some really big shots on Tracy, but this match continues.
Tracy trying to slow things down, make sure that Marcus can't string together any of that offense. Just a shot to the gut, now a shot to the face. Anywhere that there's an opening, he's attacking right now. Up on the shoulders. Marcus back on his feet. For how long?
And Tracy is so precise. It might look like he's almost going for the throat. He's gonna tread that line between bending and breaking the rules.
That spinning soul butt to the face. Hot sauce is out on the floor. I don't know if this is the time or place for Marcus to take the risk.
This is a bad idea if Marcus tries to go out to the outside to try and dive on Tracy. Oh, but he doesn't seem like he tweaked the leg at all. Again, it's still a lot of adrenaline running through Marcus Mathers.
Oh, I can't believe how heavy-handed Marcus Mathers is.
He's put on a lot of muscle over the past 6 to 8 months, so that's really going to help him with these strikes.
Uh-oh. Out of instinct, striking with that left leg. Oh, he just got wrapped around that steel pole. One of the beams that's holding up the roof here at Sonya.
What an adaptation of a move there by Tracy.
Oh! And now it's Marcus Mathers attacking the left leg of Tracy Williams. Slingshots himself in. But again, look at the position. As he's trying to step over, he's not going to have the footing that he needs to get a submission. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's even sitting down. There's still too much pressure being applied on that left leg.
And we mentioned Tracy's height. He has those long limbs, so while it does look there, Marcus has him kind of in the middle of the ring, but I think Tracy's going to be able to get to that bottom rope.
He just can't apply the pressure that he wants to.
Yeah.
I mean, again, dragging his opponent across the ring, plain as day right in front of us. You see Marcus is not flat-footed on the mat, and now that he is, again, having to readjust immediately. Shots to the head and shoulder. Again, you got to be careful about that collarbone. I thought that Victor Chase broke it in the previous match. That is the easiest bone in the body to break. Marcus Mathers saying he wants it more.
Running PK, but choosing not to go for the cover.
I'll tell you what. If Tracy Williams win this one, I'd love to see Tracy Williams against Cruel. I think that they would beat the hell out of each other. I think that would be an awesome match. But right now, like you said, the contract has been signed for Heavy Lies the Crown. Win or lose, Marcus Mathers is going to be going one-on-one with Cruel in a Fans Bring the Weapons match on New Year's Eve. Is he going to have the momentum going into that match? Or is Tracy Williams going to be able to weather the storm, and has the damage to the leg been enough? Oh!
These two just, I don't know how these guys are still going. They've traded some unbelievable shots. And if Tracy does win this match, like we said, it is Marcus versus Cruel on New Year's Eve, but Tracy's got to get the winner!
Death Valley Driver. CPA was victorious with that earlier tonight. And now Hot Sauce Tracy Williams with a single crab of his own.
And now see, look at the wide base of Tracy. Because his legs aren't injured, he's really able to get in prime position to put as much pressure as possible on Marcus.
Full torque, all damage. Marcus is in serious trouble. Let's not understate that.
And also, he's not just pulling it straight back. The leg's at an angle, but now he has to step back over. He kind of lost position.
Oh! Rolls through once again. Hot Sauce back up on his feet, but taken down with that ace crusher.
Marcus loves that combination. Going for the... No, not going for the pin.
This could have been a mistake right here. Oh, plucked out of midair. A maneuver that you'd see from one of his trainers, Claudio Castagnoli, with that lifter.
He had that well scouted.
And now, might have been looking for a pile driver. That's not a move that's banned on the indies.
Tracy back up, maybe going for a backslide of his own.
Look at this counter from Marcus Mathers. He got him! Have you ever seen that pin before in your life?
I actually have, Drew, because I